What's good? What's good? It's your girl, Life with Miss Kennard. We got a special guest coming, Money Marv from the 11798. I hope y'all ready. It's your girl. Anybody interested in getting an interview, please hit me up. We are doing interviews. Unsigned artists, get your music heard. Through the Wire Radio. We here live. You already know. It's your girl, Miss Kennard, in the building. Yeah. Okay. Woo. We here. We live. Stop playing. Yeah. 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 Woo. Yeah. Hey. 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 Yeah. 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 I'm about to do an interview. I can't let nobody up. Let's go, let's go. It's your girl, Miss Kennard, repping the 11798. You already know. Let's get it. We waiting on Marv to give us that call. Money Marv exclusive interview through the Wire Radio. You already know what time it is. You know how we giving it up. Unsigned artists, get your music heard here live. It's your girl, Miss Kennard. Let's do the damn thing. Yeah. Woo. Let's go. Come on. It's your girl, DJ. Miss Kennard. Okay. Let's get into it. Yo. How you doing today? What's up?
Peace and love. Peace and love. It's Money Marv.
Okay, we got Money Marv on the line. How you feeling? What's good? What's good?
Ain't nothing. Happy holidays to everyone out there.
Yeah.
Shout out to Through the Wire Radio. Thanks for having me.
Yes, definitely. You know, we repping for the 11798 stand up.
Okay, crime dance all day.
You already know. Doing this thing in a crime dance way. Okay, so basically how this show goes, it's not a question and answer show. Basically, it's an open platform, you know, basically, you know, when you go to interviews and at a radio show, they got question and answers. And then a lot of times the artists get home or entrepreneur gets home and be like, dang, I wish they would have asked me this or asked me that. Well, this is an open forum. So basically, I just asked this one question. Who are you, Money Marv?
Well, I'm Money Marvelous. I grew up native New Yorker, lived in various parts of New York, you know what I'm saying? Wine dance, of course, went to elementary school there. Right. But, you know what I mean, you move back to my neighboring city, Central Islip, and that's where I graduated high school, from Central Islip, New York. But me and the host of the show, y'all, we go back since we was kids, you know what I mean? So, and a little bit about me, I mean, I've been in the music industry since about 1997 I started, exactly.
Okay. So what was your inspiration? Because, you know, we did grow up under a whole lot of music people, like living in Wyandanch. We had Rakim, we had DJ Bilal, we had Chew, Antoine LeJean. The list goes on.
Definitely. Initially, my inspiration really actually sparked with Keith Murray and the LOD dudes. Now, I never had no affiliation with them, but just, being in the same neighborhood as them and those older counterparts that were rapping and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Right. Initially made me want to jump into music initially, but it wasn't until I was in an alternative school, because I was kicked out of public school. You know what I'm saying? Kicked out of Wyandotte schools initially. So you had to be a real bad kid to be kicked out of Wyandotte school. No cap. You know what I'm saying? No cap. And I was in alternative school, and a motivational speaker by the name of Chris Banks, you know what I'm saying, came to the school and was talking to the, the at-risk youth, because I was an at-risk youth, of course, you know, in trouble, with the law at a very young age. And he basically, after he did his, motivational speaking thing, he actually, said, I'm a music producer, I'm an independent music producer, and if you are interested in learning how to make music, come talk to me after. And that initially started the spark of me actually DJing and producing music. Okay. And DJing, I know it's an amazing experience because, I'm a DJ myself. So I know, just, being without the DJ, there's no party, basically. Absolutely. So being a DJ and growing up under the hut, the infamous hut, in wine dance, whenever we have our wine dance days and all that, and seeing all the other DJs, that's actually what inspired me to DJ. So yeah, that is amazing. I love that, because music is a major part of our lives, and it's a way to communicate, all over the nation. So basically, this is all about you. Anything that you want to say, anything that comes to mind, or, basically it's like a documentary, a little short documentary about you. So, okay. Tell us more. And, and so I linked up with Big Banks, aka, CJ Banks. I linked up with Big Banks, and he began to teach me music production with his partner, Derek Roundtree, who actually used to be, the manager of Long Island Hip Hop Recording Artists from Bellport, Rasan. Okay. People, you know what I'm saying? Rasan had a deal with Sony 550 Music and had a song with Big Pun at that time. So this is 97, 98, y'all. So, you know what I'm saying? I may be showing my age, but I really don't care. I embrace my age. Right, that part. And so I was learning under those two guys, rocking out with that MPC 2000 XL. For most people that don't know, they probably don't even use MPCs anymore. I'm sure, you know what I'm saying, the vintage producers and artists probably still using the MPCs, from the MPC 60, 3000, 2000, 2000 XL. But the 2000 XL was my go-to machine when I would go inside Big Bang Studios over there in Patchogue on 140 North Ocean Avenue, up in the attic of the chiropractic place. Okay. Yes. So I'm getting in descriptive details so people will really know. Right. Damn, I got a memory like an elephant. I hate that part of myself, but hey, that's a fun fact. Right. At least you have your memory. Thank God. Right. That part. And at the time, so I'm working on beats. I'm learning how to scratch and do all this stuff and transfer samples from Technique 1200 to the MPC 2000 XL, and learning just all these different things, and learning about MIDI tracks and this and so much other stuff. But back then we were using more of an analog system. You know what I'm saying? Where we had a DAT tape, a digital audio tape. But most of y'all people probably won't know what that is, but going back in time a little bit, that's right. When you really had to be in the studio. So now at this time I'm learning from him, but when the student starts to learn a little bit too much, the teacher don't want to teach you no more. Right. Yeah, it's like that. So it was one of those type of things. So I ended up, telling my homeboys, because they would always see me carrying like an arm full of records, like I'd be carrying you carrying in your school books. I'm still in high school at the time.
Right.
People would be seeing me walking down Lowell Avenue and see Central Ice slipping. Hey, where you going, bro? Like, what you doing? I'm like, I'm about to go to the studio. Like, the studio? But mind you, I had been working in the studio for quite some time, so they're like, what you be doing? I'm like, nah, I be in there, making beats and just, doing my own thing. And I was carrying these, these were like the records that I was going to sample, you know what I'm saying? Because, I'm a sample-based producer. So I used to just always, hear shit, ask people I know. Because, when you're a kid, you ain't got no money, so you got to kind of ask people, let me borrow that record, I'll bring it back.
Right.
A lot of my homeboys was stealing their parents', record collection and passing it off to me. So I was making sure that, I get it back to them in time, man. Over time, a few of my homeboys in alternative school, they was kind of having a little rap thing, and I was like, oh, okay, y'all got some talent. Matter of fact, let's all get together. I'm going to pay for the studio time, and at this time, I think we were paying like maybe $75 to cut one song.
Oh, wow.
So, I'm saying $75
times have
to
changed.
cut one song. So, you see what I'm saying? There's a lot for teenage kids, you know what I'm saying? I was working at Pathmark, the supermarket at the time, and kind of doing some side stuff on the side to pay for studio time. So, me, my homie Arson, my man Tone, my man 7/3, my man Spaceman, we created the group called Scheme Squad.
Okay.
So, now, I'm working on the beats. My man Spaceman is working on the beats, and we kind of working together. Kind of like a Dr. Dre, DJ Yellow type of thing, like a two-man thing. And other dudes did the rapping.
Okay.
So we got enough money up to work on our demo, but I was just like, nah, listen, fuck that demo. We just gonna work on the album. But we're gonna take these demo tracks, and back then you could actually send unsolicited music to the record companies, when you bought the little albums or the magazines, when you had to go back and catch the Source magazine and find all the information for the record companies.
That's a fact.
Shit, so,
I said, that's a fact. I remember those days.
You know what I'm saying? And we was just making tapes and just sending them off. And we ended up getting 2 offers on that send out. We ended up getting like two deals. We got offered 2 deals, one from Sony and one from Tommy Boy. So we went to Tommy Boy first and spoke with Tom Silverman.
Right.
Some people over there at Tommy Boy. They weren't kind of actually talking the right amount of money. You know how this thing goes when it comes to the legal aspect, the paperwork. So, and during the meeting, one of the men said to me, well, how you know all of this to be a kid? Like, how you know all of this? I'm like, no, I know the business. You know what I mean? And, that's not a fair deal for us.
Right.
So mind you, I'm playing DJ manager type of thing.
Right.
And so we ended up landing a 2-album deal with Sony.
Oh, wow.
For X amount of dollars at that time. So, we up.
Right.
We up. We we about to be up. But, when people have creative differences and that man ego shit kind of jumping away sometimes, and, business, people feel, they get the short end of the stick when it comes to certain things, you know what I mean? When you kind of seeing a little bit more money on the back end, me pertaining to getting more residual income because, I felt like I paid for the studio time and I paid for the cost to do all of this, you know what I'm saying? So,
which is only fair, you should,
And so I was willing to split my management money with X amount of ways. You know what I'm saying? Just because, just being a homeboy from the block, you try to do the right thing by your homies.
Right.
But as always, so we locked in with Sony, 2-album deal, and everybody's like, yo, man, when we going to get this money? When it's going to come? And I'm just like, just we got to wait. You know what I'm saying? So, unfortunately, going to the studio session, one of the group members was sleeping with somebody's girl, and when we went to have our next meeting with the label, they said, well, we signed 5 people, not 4 people. So, where's the other guy? Yada, yada, yada. Y'all have to get the other person here. So, my homie, Spaceman, never showed up.
Oh, wow.
So that kind of ended our, you know what I'm saying, our initial album was supposed to come out. It was called Planet 99 Generation D, right. Meaning Generation Digital, because we were converting our music over to the digital form to what it is today.
Right. Wow. So just being a part of all of this musical change and all that stuff, like watching it go from the 8-track to the record, from the record to the CD, from the CD to the MP3 player. It's like everything has evolved and you've been hands-on with this for a long time. So it's just like amazing to hear all of the systems that you used when you were younger and compared to now. Like all you gotta do is put virtual DJ on now and just go, you could be the best DJ iPod. Like
the push button effect.
Right. You don't even have to like cut or scratch or anything no more. It's just like, okay. You can actually add those sounds into they're like sound effects now.
Yeah. Absolutely. I would just say, like, I respect the evolution of time and growth, and I know things evolve and things we have to change with the times. I understand that, but I think people should always go back and learn where it started from.
Back to the basics.
Because if you don't know how to play, if you don't know how to just use 2 turntables and a mixer, I'm not sorry to say this, but you ain't no DJ.
Right, that part.
You need to operate. You need to learn how to operate those 3 instruments together. I understand they got the laptop and the computer and all of that other stuff and this and that, but to do that and put the word DJ behind your name, if you're not doing that, I can't jack that. I'm sorry, I just can't. Respectfully, I can't do that.
Shout out to Kurt LaRock and DJ Bilal and my pops, because they are the ones that had the turntables in front of me and they let me scratch they records all up. I'm talking about I was tearing they records up.
You was breaking needles. Shout out to OG Mr. Kennard, man, Mr. Kung Fu himself.
Right, rest in peace. Oh man, that one right there. But you know what's so crazy, because I just found out when I had DJ Uncle Bilal that House Party, the movie, actually took place in Wyandanch, New York. The actual House Party movie. Like, they took it to a movie director, but it actually took place in Wyandanch. Like, all the house parties, and that's what it was based on. So, it's good to be a part of history. I feel like we celebrities because that's our town. And it's just amazing. If a young person was standing in front of you right now and they needed some advice, what is the best advice that you can give them when it comes to being a DJ or even just a part of the music industry, period?
My best advice to young people, if that was in front of me, do what you want to do. Never let nobody tell you can't do this. Because we got a lot of people telling people that you can't do this. Never let nobody tell you can't do this. You can do anything in this. Ain't no right or wrong way to do this. Ain't no rhyme or reason. You can do this any way you want to do it. Don't never let nobody tell you can't do this.
Right.
It don't matter what it is, whether it's rapping, DJing, whether it's being a photographer, an entrepreneur, an artist, whether you painting murals, you doing this or that, never let nobody tell you you can't do this, because you can do anything you want to do. That's my advice to young people. Keep that resiliency. You know what I'm saying? Keep resiliency, because there's people that told me that I was crazy. You ain't gonna get nowhere with this. And unfortunately, I've managed to have 3 other deals on top of that one deal. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I stayed hungry and I stayed grinding, and I just did everything by myself, because can't nobody do you better than you do you.
And that's a fact.
Nobody can do you better than you can do you. And that's my advice to young people.
I mean, that's good advice. Honestly, we have to encourage our young people more to because we discipline them and we get on their case a lot. It's kind of like we talk at them
and not talk to them.
Correct.
Absolutely, yeah. Because I currently work with, I'm not gonna say I don't want to say bad children. I'm just gonna say, kids like myself when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? A misunderstood kid.
Right.
And it's difficult touching in with these young people today, because sometimes they don't want to hear you. So I gotta talk the language that they talk. Yo, listen, my nigga. This is what it is, and this is the way it is. And they respect me because I'm direct.
Yeah, you're not sugarcoating that shit.
Yeah, this is what it is. This is how it go. Listen, this is the process. You in trouble. You in juvenile facilities, locked up. These ain't regular. They don't play on the soccer team. They don't play on the basketball team. They don't play on the football team. These kids are in trouble for grown adult crimes.
Right.
Car theft, gun possession, robbery. You know what I'm saying? Attempted murder. These are young people between the ages of 13 to 19 years old.
Jesus Christ.
And my thing is, listen, nigga, I don't give a fuck with you. I don't give a fuck if you want to commit crime. That's on you. Because I did my time in the penitentiary. They ain't gonna come looking for me. They're gonna be looking for you. So listen, I don't give a fuck what you want to do. You can either take this game, you could take this ism I'm giving you, and if not, hey, one day you'll remember what I'm saying to you. One day, what I say today don't apply. It may not apply today or tomorrow or the year after, but in 20 years, when you my age, if you make it to be my age, something gonna click one day. Ah, man, I remember what that old washed up nigga was telling me. Damn, he was right.
Right.
Because I hear myself saying it from the elders.
Right. That's what I was about to say. Yeah.
Like, yo, it's crazy. And I be like, see? Damn, I thought the OG was bugging, but I ain't want to listen.
That's crazy. And it's like you look at it now and be like, damn, I wish I would have listened, because that would have prevented you from going down the path that you went down. But I'm glad that you made it through, and you still have your mind, still have your mental intact, because like a lot of people don't understand going through being a victim of circumstances is enough, and then a lot of our black men. Well, all of our black men have a target on their backs already. And you just get scrutinized and you a stigma. It's like, it's just so much. And, I actually applaud you that you turning things around, and you're actually going back to where you came from and helping somebody.
Absolutely, because I'm all over Suffolk County, New York. All over. In every neighborhood. Every block, avenue, lane, court, circle, place, parkway, highway, I'm there.
What part?
And, you know what I'm saying? Like everywhere. And they be like, yo, Mr. So-and-so, yo, man, kids that were in my program, the Community Credible Messenger Initiative program. That's what it's called.
Right.
And it's, ex-cons like myself working with at-risk youth and mentoring and counseling at-risk youth. So some of the young men who are, currently in...
Hello? Hello? What happened to the phone call? Hello? Oh, well, phone call went out. He's going to call back. I don't know what happened. So we're going to get him to call back. That was weird. That was weird, but we're here. And the conversation was going pretty good, if I might say. Guys, anybody that want an interview, Marv is also doing interviews. If anybody's interested in getting an interview, he's doing interviews as well. What else? Oh, young people, the sky is definitely not the limit. I just wanted to tell you that. The sky is not the limit at all. There's something beyond the sky. What is wrong with this phone? Hello? I don't know.
Hello?
Yes, we lost service. We back.
Okay. No, all I was just ultimately just saying is this to our young people, that I am back in the community, the neighborhood, with the young people, working and just trying to transform lives and let the young men and young ladies, because there's young ladies that are in trouble, that are in the juvenile system as well.
True.
To get away from that life. Stay away from that, because we have to, us as minorities, we have to stop making other people rich by going to institutions, correctional facilities, prisons, jails, or whatever they want to call it. I mean, it's all the same to me, but I'm just saying it in just various ways that they call them, right?
Right.
That we have to stop making other people rich. Stop paying lawyers to get us out of trouble. Because every time we paying a lawyer, we buying his wife a new car, putting his kids through college, his grandkids through college. Same thing with the arresting officers,
Yes.
the judges,
they get
you know what I'm saying, the prosecutors, everybody.
Yep.
And they getting rich while we come back to our disenfranchised communities and we struggling all over again. And it blows my mind that I didn't see that back then. And this is the thing that I tell these young men and young women. And some of it may sound far-fetched to them because I didn't see the bigger scheme of it all.
Right.
Until it was too late. And I really have to, pat myself on the back and say, I'm glad that I've been fortunate enough to get out of that whole penal system and remove myself from that way of life, because it ain't nothing but destruction and chaos. And I will say that music gave me an avenue to get away from a life of crime, to a degree. I'm not going to cap on that one, to a degree. Because it's not easy coming from where we come from and dealing with these things. Follow me?
Right. Understandable, totally. Yes. I totally understand, because music was my outlet as well. It was our way of getting away from the crimes that was happening around us and everything, Music was our way of release, It was a way to just free your mind and not have to worry about things that we can't control,
Because music is a drug for me. That's my drug.
That's a fact.
That's my drug. Music is my drug because sonically, and music has a vibration, right?
That's facts.
That we all identify with.
Mm-hmm.
When we hear our favorite song, whatever song it is, whether it's the DMX, the Jay-Z, the Nas, the Locks, or whatever song it is, there's some mechanical organism in your brain that makes you bop your head.
Right. And what is the first thing you say when you hear your song? That's my shit right there.
Yeah, you ready to turn that thing up. You ready to turn up, get loose, and get wild.
Yeah, it changes your whole mood. It changes the whole mood. It changes your mental. It changes everything. So yes, music is very important in our lives. When you're stressed out, sad, angry, music can just be an outlet for you. So, yeah.
Absolutely, because that's that psychological euphoria from that vibration, that musical vibration that hits that brain, hit that pineal gland. You know what I'm saying? Right. To make you be like, yo, it gets you out of whatever funk you in.
Right. Not to get off topic or anything, but it's on topic, but a little off topic. I've noticed lately, right, that, when our bodies get sick and stuff, I listen to different frequencies, sounds and tones, meditations, and they help you. So it's so much different frequencies out there, and that ain't nothing but music anyway. Music is nothing but vibration and frequencies.
Absolutely.
That those frequencies can just change your health. So that is like music can heal. Music can change your life. You're depressed, you're stressed out. Go on YouTube and Google meditations and tones and singing bowls and all that stuff like that. Music is powerful. You'll be surprised. Let's see. What is the other question I wanted to ask? Because it's not really a question and answer forum, but
Yeah. Go ahead. Shoot.
Okay, so being a DJ, right? Who is one artist that you always imagined or dreamed about being the one that pumped their music up in their performance? Who is that artist? Signed and unsigned. One signed and one unsigned.
One signed and one unsigned. Definitely Redman. Redman is like one of my yeah, Redman definitely one of my favorites. Definitely one of my favorites. One of my favorites of all time. Like as a DJ, yeah, definitely all day Redman. I mean, just some of those, jazzy funk samples and just that whole mid-90s vibe. You know what I mean? Like definitely. But unsigned independent artists currently, it's really a toss-up between two of my favorite Long Island rappers, John Jiggs and Mouse, them two right there. You know what I'm saying? It's a toss-up. It's hard to say, but those are my two favorites from where we from. You know what I mean? From Long Island.
That's what's up. That is definitely what's up. Like, it's so crazy. It's so crazy because when I was a young girl, I always fantasized of being Busta Rhymes DJ.
Okay.
And then unsigned, for me, there's an artist out here in Queens, and he called himself the Hype God, and his name is Sluggo the Don. I'm talking about this guy be all up in the ceiling. He's all up in the ceiling. You're looking for him in the dark. You don't know where he at. You his DJ. You don't even know where he at. It's just different. Yes.
Nice. Nah, that's dope. That's right. That's cool. I've never been asked that before. Like about, you know what I mean? Like, unsigned artists, because a lot of people don't really like to pay the unsigned artists a lot of attention.
That's my main objective. My main objective is to pioneer the music for the unsigned artists. to be the one to take it to the next place where it needs to go. Just throw it in my pocket, and I'm gonna take it where it needs to go. You know, I love it. I live for it, and you know, it's just amazing. Just the unsigned artists are actually, and mainstream artists don't get offended, but there's more talented unsigned artists than there are mainstream artists. And the reason why the unsigned artists didn't get that platform is because they were not willing to sell themselves short for that dollar. They're not going to sit there and put on a dress or lie to you and tell you that they doing something that they ain't doing. It's just something about unsigned artists that we just, I don't know. We're the legends, the real legends, to be honest, if you ask me.
I would say, you know, I'm with you on that 100%. I think those independent artists, I'm not going to call them unsigned artists because they sign to themselves.
Right.
They sign to themselves. So I'm not going to call them unsigned. They independent artists who are signed to themselves, who are running their own corporations, their own businesses. And I think that a lot of their artistry gets stolen by the mainstream industry. I think the music gets stolen a lot from the mainstream people in that business, in this industry, and they get overlooked and they're never heard, and it's too much of that going on. So as we're gonna fast forward. Go ahead, T.
I'm just saying. I've heard some of my bars in some of y'all mouths. So he's right.
Yeah, because think about this, right? Instead of the record companies having people submit demos in, because you notice, right? They don't accept unsolicited music anymore. They haven't been accepting unsolicited music for, I don't know, the past 20 something years, right? Mm-hmm. So now we jump into this. We jump into this internet age where we are today. You know what I'm saying? For the last maybe since 2006, I'm gonna say. You know what I'm saying? 2006. So and you know we jumped into the internet age now. People are putting out music. Their ideas are being stolen by the mainstream. As you said, I hear some of my bars in their mouth. Because they taking the bars because there's no copyright infringement on that. You can't copyright that one line because people borrow one line. Now, if it's used repetitively, redundantly, then yeah, there's a lawsuit if you can prove it. But they make the copyright infringement lawsuit so expensive that the average day-to-day person cannot afford to obtain a lawyer, to obtain an attorney. I mean, I say attorney, an attorney to represent them in court, because they want to charge you a minimum of $500 an hour. And who's making that kind of money when you coming from the struggle?
5 bands before you know it.
So yeah, that's pretty much what I think is happening with the independent artists. They're being overlooked and they're being marginalized, and their intellectual property is being stolen right from in front of them, and they're not even realizing it.
That's a fact.
And they can't do anything. If they do realize it, they still can't do anything about it. So us as independent artists, independent radio stations, and independent podcasters, whatever your title is, we have to form a coalition to come together to protect our intellectual property from the mainstream. Because the people, our friends and our peers, I'm going to jump on y'all asses too while I got the microphone. Because y'all motherfuckers is the worst ones. Y'all won't play. Y'all won't tap into this right here, into this reel right now. But y'all be up there, Flop 97, Flower 105.1. Yep. Sister 107.5. What's that other fucking station up over there, and that
All
90,
bullshit.
you know what I'm saying, that shot 93.7 station up there. I'm out there. I'm not leaving them out either.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The gay 45, y'all fuck with them, 45. But y'all don't fuck with us.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all don't fuck with us, but y'all fuck with them who don't fuck with you, but take a picture with you, and you photo opping that shit on all these social media platforms and all of that shit, and for likes and reactions and comments and all that shit. But Jadakiss won't broker no deal with you. No disrespect to Jadakiss and any of these other guys. I'm just throwing different names out there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You photo opping with these clown ass motherfuckers, but they don't give a fuck about your music. They like, what can they steal from you? Because everything. I see me and a whole lot of motherfuckers and a whole lot of ideas.
Right. That's a fact. That is a whole
Go ahead.
That's crazy. You'll be sitting there looking and listening. You be like, I said that, and I said that. What?
So,
y'all, be yourself. That's the whole thing. Be yourself. Support your friends. Support your family. And it's so messed up because the people that support you the most are people that don't even know you. That is. It's very pitiful.
People out, people out here, the people we know don't fuck with us. You know what I'm saying? I know motherfuckers don't fuck with me. They don't like the shit I say. They don't like the shit Money Mob say, because Money Mob tell niggas to their face.
Right. That part.
Money Mob tell niggas to their face. I don't give a fuck. I know motherfuckers don't fuck with me. They be like, who this light-skinned nigga talking all this shit like he sound dark-skinned talking all that type of shit, but whatever. You know what I'm saying? But it just blows my mind that the people we know do not support us. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure it's motherfuckers right now that I'm mentioning. If y'all ain't listening and supporting this, I'm gonna tell y'all right here, fuck y'all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Cause I support everybody and show everybody love.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
Same here. But
you know what I'm saying?
It's not like
and
that.
And people don't even gotta ask me.
Right. That part.
And I do it. But go ahead. Go ahead.
No. I'm just saying that part. People don't even have to ask. It's like you just do it like automatically because you're a loyal person. Like me, I do it because I love the shit. Like I love it and I love my people. So that
know. Yeah, and we got it. We gotta hold our people. We gotta hold our people down, but also too, we gotta hold our people accountable.
That part.
I'm saying we gotta hold our people accountable because our people don't support us like they should. The way they supposed to support us, they don't. You know what I'm saying? And that shit pisses me off because I deal with that shit all the time. You feel me? And I don't like that shit because we all out here trying to get into this industry. We all trying to break into this business. But if you don't have no money, you can't get into the business.
Right. You don't got no money, you can't do nothing.
Yeah, you can't do nothing. You can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Nam Nitty for sharing this.
Yeah.
Man, shout out to Nam Nitty Huntington stand for South. I mean, we getting, you know what I mean? But as I go back into the music thing,
let's go to that boy.
So now, after the group breakup, Money Marv go back to the streets. I just go back to the block and just kind of, you know what I'm saying, kind of put music on pause because that shit wasn't paying no bills and wasn't putting no money in a nigga pocket. So, you know what I'm saying, I had to do what I had to do. But along the way, there was a lot of trial and error with a lot of that as well. And then some years later, I went back into the studio, started working on beats over at BPM Studio with Lenny Mara, who he engineered Craig Mack's first album. Rest in peace to Craig Mack, Lenny Morrow. So shout out to my man Ace, Lenny Morrow from BPM Studios. And I happened to meet DJ Diamond, the artist DJ Diamond as well. And me and him was listening to a song that I had recorded. Now I'm rapping.
Okay.
Now I'm rapping. I'm in rapper mode now. I ain't in producer DJ mode.
Right.
I'm rapping mode.
Now I'm ready now. I'm ready.
And so DJ Diamond said that, he said, you know, Mars, that'll make money overseas. And he was basically giving me the game, like dropping some ism on me. He was dropping hella ism on me. And was like, you know, that'll sell overseas, but here in the States, nah, they ain't gonna fuck with that. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I should have listened to DJ Diamond. But, you know, I'm too busy in the mind state of like, nah, nigga, we New York.
Right.
Shit. I learned real fast New Yorkers not fucking loyal to New Yorkers at all. Shit, nigga. We will fucking slap you five and run you over. In the middle of traffic. Bitch. New York minute. Just that minute.
How you doing?
Am I lying?
No. That's funny. I never heard it that way, but and it's so crazy because the computer just died, but we still live on Instagram. I'm coming back. I don't know.
Okay,
the computer's getting on my last nerve.
Okay.
But we still rolling for the record.
Okay, so now when he said that to me, so I didn't listen. See, back to that thing I said earlier in the broadcast. As I was talking about the young men and the young women I mentor and counsel. What I say today may not apply today or tomorrow, but one day, and years later, I said, damn, I should have listened to him too.
Right.
I should have fucking listened to DJ Diamond. He probably don't remember this conversation because, a lot of these niggas be catching amnesia.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? These niggas be having amnesia and shit, but I got a very good memory. But yeah, so I can't recall what year and time that was, but that was maybe like 03 or 04. So I started to kind of get into, doing production again. You know what I'm saying? And, along the way, I ended up meeting quite a few other rappers along the way. And as anything goes, like business don't always work out the way that you want, but I ended up landing a deal with an independent label to release my first album. It came out, you know what I'm saying? I was already locked up when the album came out, so, you know what I'm saying? Neighborhood Hustler was the first album that it was released November 23rd, 2006. Okay. And on that particular day, I'm going somewhere, y'all. Some of y'all New York favorite rappers dropped on that day, that particular day as well. And remember when you said my bars be in their mouth?
Mm-hmm.
And I got that, and I could prove it all. You know what I'm saying?
Oh God.
You've
been wrong.
I don't say nobody's name. You'll be ready to flag the platform. So if I can say it, then if it's cool.
I mean, this is no filter, and all I want to say is, in the voice of Diddy, you've been robbed.
So the album Kingdom comes out.
Okay.
Now I already know Kingdom Come. Hey, show me what you got, right?
Right.
Now there's a song on that album, on verse 3. On the song Trouble Again. And we talk about niggas bars in your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
I'ma just and for everybody, if you got any sense, you'll go back and you'll listen. But it's so crazy that our albums dropped on the same day. And someone so I called home and someone told me like, yo, old buddy be saying saying that, saying that little nigga shit you be saying. I'm like, what?
Stupid.
Nah, hold on. So, my man gave me that tape, and I played it, and I sure enough heard it, and I said, this nigga right here.
I thought he was my man.
You know what I'm saying?
It be like that, though. Unfortunately.
Yeah, it be like that, and on that same song, another one of y'all favorite rappers, the song Wet Dreams.
Okay.
J. Cole, he sampled that beat too. Sampled my beat too.
Wow. You know what's so crazy? Rest in peace, Lord Superb. He wrote the whole 36 Chambers album. I'm talking about the entire album, and he never got the respect so that that he deserved because he was on drugs. So that's what they do to people. I mean, you don't even have to be on drugs for them to do it. It's just like you just got to be more talented than they are. That's it. Just got to be more talented than they are, and that it's a problem. Just to have authentic talent, it's a problem. They try to water it down or throw a dress on you or try to take your mannerism away from you, and it's sad. If you want to work with any artist in Africa, I got an artist in Africa under my label. He's ready to do any kind of features with anybody. He ready to go right now. He's like, just put me in, just put me in, coach.
Yeah.
So anybody want to do features with a artist in Africa, Zimbabwe to be exact, hit us up. Hit me up. You can hit Marv up. Marv, what I really want to ask you is, tell us about the Money Marv report.
Well, the initially, my partner DJ Face Off, rest in peace. He had approached me about doing being a co-host on a radio show at Strong Island Radio.
Okay.
And then
shout out to Strong Island Radio.
And then we created, so we went on one show with Red Rose. Shout out to Red Rose and Company.
Okay.
And I was on that show as a co-host for a couple of months, and then so Red Rose ended up leaving the show, and we created Money Marvel Radio.
Okay.
And we did that for a couple of years at Strong Island TV, Strong Island Radio, Strong Island TV.
Right. Shout out to Andre Woodard too. My uncle.
Huh?
My Uncle Dre's house was on Strong Island.
Dre, shout out to Dre, Big Dre. And sure enough, Matrop, he was the DJ at that time.
Okay.
We were over there for a little bit, and like anything, people kind of have creative differences and so on and so on, and freaking like anything, initially I just wanted to do my own thing. So when we left Strong Island Radio, and I think it was December 30th, 2018 was our last show there. And for a while, I was talking about doing a spinoff called the Money Marv Report. And for a while, people were like, well, what's the Money Marv Report? And I was just like, it's kind of going to be my own thing. Feel me?
Okay.
My own thing or whatever. And freaking, I was just like, all right, let's see where it goes. So, started off as a radio show, but, trying to get people to channel in on that shit was just challenging. And I was just like, all right, let me go back to the drawing board. And then I just began to do interviews throughout the pandemic, and freaking, I was doing interviews with Positive K, Yo-Yo,
right.
That's dope. Extra Prolific from the Hieroglyphics. Easy Mo B. So many people, so many hip hop legends was on the Money Marv Report. during that pandemic. Rampage from the Flip Mode Squad. So
Rampage. That's lit.
All these people made, you know what I'm saying, Billy Dance from MOP, you know what I'm saying, the world famous MOP. So, it just, you know, it just started to grow like a baby. And then all of a sudden, like, the Money Mars report just got up and rolling, and then I just brought the video element back in because I noticed, like, when you're not on camera, people don't really listen.
I pretty much noticed that too. Everything is visual now.
Yeah, people don't really listen. You know what I'm saying? People, yeah. All right, I'll tune in, but people don't really listen. So once I put the camera back in front of my face, from that moment on, it's been a wrap. You know what I'm saying? And the Money Marv report was really created for the independent artists, push independent hip hop.
Right.
And be a forefront for independent hip hop, like what you're doing yourself as well, and everything else that's going on with the independent movements, whether it's, you know, independent clothing,
right.
That. Yo, listen, just fuck with us. We trying to push y'all independent entrepreneurs and business people.
Right.
Because we all in the same boat out here.
Right.
And that's really like, you know, what the Money Marv report was really just built around, just doing independent interviews with independent artists and hip-hop legends, you know, from the time that we grew up in.
That part. I mean, that's just lit. And shout out to, I forgot your stage name, bro. James Perkins. The winner's circle, no losers allowed. We see you in the queue, bro. He got some good music too. Shout out to, I forgot what your stage name is. Put your stage name down. I swear. But that is just so amazing to be able to interact with all these different people and listen to their standpoint on music, and to just hear people that's in love with music just as much as you are. It's just amazing. So, what day does this show come on?
Sunday nights, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Yeah, the Money Marv report been around for about 4 years now.
Okay.
You know, so yeah, it's been around for about 4 years now. Sunday nights, 8 to 9 p.m. You know, right now, we currently just doing pop-up interviews and popping up on artists and coming into their location and doing interviews. And, I mean, that's what we're doing right now. We kind of just want to get more of that in-your-face feeling type of thing.
Right. I feel you on that. I definitely feel you on that. So, when are you going to, like, matter of fact, we're going to say it like this. We would like to invite you to the city. You know, I host my own events, and I would like for you to, like, come and, you know, talk to the people. Let the artists out here in the city, you know who you are. Like, there's a whole bunch of artists out here that need your show. You know, you need the artists, they need you.
I could definitely do that. Like I said, I kind of been keeping it, you know, for a while I was keeping it with the Long Island cats, but as it always goes, nothing ever goes according to plan, and people don't ever go according to plan.
Well, come to the city, and maybe once they see the action and the activity going on, they might want to come out here too. Because sometimes I ain't even gonna hold you. Sometimes your city be the worst supporters. Sometimes you gotta step out and go to a whole nother area and reintroduce yourself. Because, you know, it's like striving in a place where nobody's really striving. We gonna say it like this. They allowed, and when I say they, I'm speaking to Wyandanch. You guys allowed the town of Babylon to take the warrior head away because the Indians felt some kind of way. Instead of standing up, because we got a whole Indian graveyard in Wyandanch. we grew up around that Indian graveyard. We are the warriors. That's in our heart and our souls. Now they're saying the Wyandotte Wildcats. I think that if you don't stand for something, you're gonna fall for anything. And I think
absolutely. No, I agree.
We gotta get back into it. And we come from some real warriors. We didn't like the people that was before us were like really digging their knuckles in the ground. Like for real. They was hustling.
Yeah, a lot of people, a lot of boots on the ground that laid a lot of foundation in a lot of various communities across Suffolk County,
yes,
various counties across the country. So I definitely understand where you're coming from.
But in our town alone, in our little area, in our Suffolk County area, we have a lot of people that really put them knuckles in that concrete. I'm talking about in that ground, like really bust the ground open. And I want to pay homage to those people, the ones that's here and the ones that's not here. Like really just, they paved the way for us. I'm talking, we thank
I get it. I understand where you're coming from. You know what I think it is? A lot of people just got tired of fighting.
I think it was that. Exactly. So we've been fighting all our life. All my life I had to fight. That's what type of timing it was.
Yeah, I got you.
I mean,
I definitely understand where you're coming from. I definitely understand where you're coming from. And a lot of people, our elders gave up, and it's up to us to make that change and transition.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And, if we don't do it, ain't nobody else going to do it, because a lot of people don't want to fight for what's right. A lot of people want to keep saying, we did this, we did that, but it's up to our generation to make that change, because the generation before us, you know what I'm saying, gave up. They've been fighting and having boots on the ground and fighting for certain causes and certain type of things.
Right.
You feel me? And nowadays, where we're at in today's climate, people don't want to fight.
Right.
People are lazy. People don't care. People are selfish. Don't nobody give a fuck.
Right.
And that's the problem that we're living in. Or if they do care, they got their own self-agendas.
Right. That part.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's crazy.
And that's what we dealing with. People got their own self-agendas and their own thing that they want to do. And I think we all clash with that when it's not the right fight. You know what I'm saying? For us, we all should be doing this. People got their own thing.
Right.
You know me?
That's a fact. So, with all that being said, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm good. I'm all ears.
Now, with that being said, like, for music, now, do you have a label? Your own label?
Nah, I just got a media company, independent media company. I'm a media producer.
Okay.
Yeah, and no label. I'm not looking to sign no artists. I'm not looking to work with any artists.
Okay.
I'm not looking to do any of that. Listen, if we can do some interviews and do some documentaries, some film production shit, then yeah.
Okay, I might need you because I have a TV network. So we gonna have to talk. It's called EBT TV.
Okay, yeah. So that's
even better television.
With it. I personally think that a lot of artists are lazy, and I understand the reason for being lazy. You know what I'm saying? I understand the reason for being lazy, so I get it. You know what I'm saying? Why people are lazy when it comes to having a manager or signing with labels or trying to, you know what I'm saying? Because people don't have no money to offer these people.
Right.
No real money. And all the corporations are are robbing people anyway. So I don't want to run no record company. I don't want to do any of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's a couple of good artists I wouldn't mind working with, but for that, for those particular reasons of people being lazy and not willing to work, then I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I think it's a waste of time, and I just think that, you know, you got to be invested in somebody, and when you're not invested in, when they're not 100% invested in themselves, then how can you be invested in somebody who's not 100% invested in themselves?
That's true.
They don't even want to show up to have business meetings.
Right.
To sit down and discuss the blueprint on how to make things work.
Right. Being a manager is a hard fucking job. To manage an artist, that is hard. That's hard work.
Being you know, people got jobs, people got lives, people got girlfriends and wives and various different things going on in their lives where they don't have time to sit down and have business meetings with music managers and things like that. And I get it and I understand because shit is always coming up. So now we just strictly gonna be focusing on doing independent documentaries, producing podcast shows, and you know what I'm saying, independent TV shows and things like that. That's what, you know what I'm saying, we're going to do.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it just, you know what I mean, that's where I'm at with it. I'm not looking, I don't even want to be involved in music anymore, honestly, at this point.
Okay.
Making music? I'm not fucking with it.
Yeah, he's like not making. I got 2 more songs I need to drop.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't have the drive to deal with the music industry in that way. Bad enough doing this media thing.
Right.
It's always bullshit with people. Jealousy, envying people. People don't want to see you get ahead. Motherfuckers feel some kind of way because you ain't doing shit with them, or you off doing your own thing and not including people. You know, it's just a challenge. And me, every time I go play, the reason why I don't go very many places is every time I go places, I always get into issues with the security.
Oh, Lord.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
intimidated. They be intimidated, bro.
It's all the time, man. It's all the time, and it's like, you know, I don't be having no time for that shit. So I just try to avoid as much interaction with hip hop shows and venues too much, because a lot of times I just feel like it'd be a lot of negative energy in the air with people, because, you know, hip hop was started in the streets. Right. Hip hop in New York was formed by the black spades in the Bronx.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? You know, gang culture. You know what I mean? And hip hop, it's always a lot of shit with hip hop that
beefing and babbles and competition.
Yeah, and I don't mind competition, but then competition starts coming into people, you know, copy and pasting ideas, people jacking you, and people doing this or doing that or whatever the fuck. And at the end of the day, it's like, you know, it just makes you not want to be involved with hip hop, the culture of hip hop, and especially in people, because this industry is wicked. This industry brings the worst out of everybody.
Tell me about it.
Everybody. It turns friendships. Your friends will become your enemies. Your business partner become your enemies. Your girlfriend, your boyfriend, or whoever you dating. That shit causes friction and shit with people. You know what I'm saying? To be in this entertainment industry. You know what I'm saying? And you don't have no friends when it comes to this business, because it's not a friendly business.
That's the whole
thing.
thing.
It wasn't built on friendship. It was built on lies, deceit, gossip, and backstab.
Unfortunately.
Nah, it's the truth, my nigga. It's the truth.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, unfortunately, that's what it's based on, but that's sad. It's really sad. But it is what it is.
Everybody got a record company. Everybody got a media company. Everybody doing the same shit. But everybody trying to get to the same, everybody going for the same end goal. Everybody trying to run the same race.
Right.
Everybody going about it the same way. I don't give a fuck how you try to dress it up or how you try to different it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody doing the same thing.
And that's a fact.
It may not be the same way, but everybody doing the same thing. Ain't nobody doing nothing fucking different than what we doing right here on this platform tonight. There's people doing this, doing that, popping up, so on, so on. This and that. And it's just a wicked industry, and you gotta just know how to, I guess, work your way around the industry and, find the right people to connect with, because people don't want to build teams.
Right. And that's the problem. That's a big problem. Motherfuckers don't know how to work together. You could build a team. You could build a team all day, but who's really gonna work together?
Exactly. Nobody wants to work together. Everybody want to be the star.
Right.
Everybody want to be. Listen, a lot of y'all motherfuckers can't be Michael Jordan. Some of y'all got to be Bill Cartwright, John Paxson, B.J. Armstrong, Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman. People misunderstand their position when it comes to teams.
Right.
And when you don't understand what your position is, we ain't gonna win the fucking game.
Sad.
But
hey, you live and you learn.
But, you know what I mean? I'm going to just wrap that up like that. And I hope everybody actually got some insight from this. And, you know what I'm saying? Because I know a lot of y'all got a lot of apathy in your hearts.
Mm-hmm. That part.
A lot of apathy in your hearts and shit. But I just want to say, Through the Wire Radio, thanks for having me on the show.
You already know, always.
You know what I'm saying? Check out the Money Marv Report. We got some classic episodes, some good laughter, some good insight, some good shit talking, because, us as black people, we got to talk that shit.
Right, that part.
You know what I'm saying? Ultimately, my goal is just to make sure everybody get a positive message from it all, and I hope everybody got a positive experience from this. I had a great time just chopping it up with you on your show.
Definitely. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for reaching out.
Yes, definitely.
Thanks for having me.
Yes.
And Happy New Year to
Happy
everybody.
New Year, definitely.
2024.
Definitely.
Get your shit together. Tighten the fuck up. Do what you got to do. If your 2023 sucked, because mine definitely sucked, had a whole lot of controversy, but 2024, I'm going to make it better. We're going to do this Mamba mentality.
That's right.
And my Kobe shit, 24. So everybody, Happy New Year. Happy belated Merry Christmas and all that good stuff. Sincerely, from Money Marv. Once again, y'all have a good night. Thanks for having me on the show. Happy New Year to you and your family as well, man.
Yes,
Tell your brother I said hello as well.
All right, thank you. You have a good night, and thank you again for coming.
No problem.
All right, later. Well, y'all already know it's your girl, Miss Kennard, and that wraps it up. Thank y'all for tuning in. Tonight's show has been brought to us by the Pink Lotus Mobile Massage Spa. The Pink Lotus Mobile Massage Spa. And shout out to everybody that was tuned in. Thank y'all for y'all support. Anybody want to interview, hit me up. Any unsigned artists want to get y'all music heard, you know what to do. Hit me in the inbox. Later. Let's see if the sound came out better this time. The sound was bad.